What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Regular Dave, coming back at you with another one. And Fight Night Champion demo is out in full effect, man. I downloaded this morning, loaded up pretty quick, downloaded pretty quick. I hopped on it. Fought quite a few fights actually so far. Fought online, man. Got my ass handed to me a couple times, man. I'm probably like 2 and 3, 2 and 4. Not really focused. I'm just trying to find out how the game works. I'm going to give you my first opinions on it and things that I think they should fix. Because, they gave us the demo a month in advance. This is what they wanted people to do is, suggest things to fix. So, first of all, the game, as everybody's saying, the game does look amazing. It looks next level, top-notch current gen. This is what current gen is supposed to look like. If it looks like less than this, then people are half-stepping because this game looks great. You could even look at Mike Tyson, man. Look at his style, man. They did a pretty good job on the graphics. I'm not gonna focus on what's not in this game because we had a game demo at least. Right now should be about how we gonna make this game better. So I'm not gonna focus on things because there's plenty of things that's not in this game, and I'm not gonna focus on that. I'm gonna focus on how well they do, what is in the game, and they do it pretty well. Kudos to EA for putting out, a pretty decent boxing title. I just have a couple issues with it. One of them being, I'm not going. I've been reading in the forums. I've been on Operation Sports. I've been on EA Sports forums. People have been complaining about the endurance. I don't think that's valid in a 3-round fight. That you could even talk about endurance or stamina or fatigue because these fighters are trained to go 12, 15 rounds if they had to. You know what I mean? So in a 3-round fight, there could be a total slugfest. So you can't knock this game for that. I do want to complain a little bit about the punch accuracy. I think the punch accuracy is a little too high. Connect percentage is too high, which leads to a bit of an arcadey feel. Another problem I have is the punches don't really, you can't detour a punch. If somebody's punching and I happen to slip a jab before he punches, his punch should be off target, and it's not. You could just punch through people's punches. So, therefore, it kind of renders the jab ineffective because, you're not throwing off somebody's rhythm by throwing it. It's just the punches, if you were going to hit the target before you threw the punch, no matter if you get hit dead in the middle of the face or not, you still gonna hit the target, and that, I don't like that because it's less of a boxing element if somebody wants to use that element to box and pop the jab, throw off the rhythm, set their punches up. That seems fairly hard to do. Another thing is the effectiveness of the punches. I'll see if I could show you in this, but man, there's some punches, like if Mike Tyson landed in real life that I've seen on this game, the other person would have been dead, literally, or in a coma, or it would definitely be a problem. Mike Tyson, you don't let Mike Tyson get all up in your chest and land a punch like that, you know what I mean, and just have no effect. I don't care who you are, Ali, freaking Iron Man, you could be a robot. If Mike Tyson hits you with that punch while he's in your chest, it's a problem, and that's not represented on this game, so it gets a little bit of an arcadey feel to me. Because of punches, there's no risk reward. Like if you're Ali and you just throwing punches willy-nilly and I come up in your chest and throw one, you should be lights out with Mike Tyson. I mean, that's supposed to be Mike Tyson from his prime, and I'm noticing this with all the fighters, that the effective punches don't really do anything, but then you'll get like a knockout, from a one-punch knockout from just almost like a random generator type thing. I feel like the blocking should be a little better if I have my hands up. It should not be until probably way later rounds or something, until you start punching through my block, every second or third punch. And these are things that can be tweaked, without doubt. These can definitely be tweaked, but I want to see the game turn a little more into a boxing match, as far as you can't control the fighter having a slugfest. That's boxing. It happens in boxing. Two styles match up that way. It's gonna happen. You can't control that because that we see that in real life. So you shouldn't try to control that, but you should try to control the effects on it. If I'm fighting somebody who's Ali and they want to act a fool and start throwing a million punches and I catch him while I'm Mike Tyson, it should be a problem, you know, and it's not right now. Mike Tyson lands some of these punches like he did in real life. It's lights out, and he has this overhand right. Let me show you this. That one. If Mike Tyson lands that punch in real life, I don't care what era, generation you from, you falling out. Period. So hopefully they get that fixed, and then it would turn into a more strategic thing that, yeah, you could slug if you want to take your chances, but right now there's no chances of slugging. I mean, I guess that towards the end of the fight you start getting tired and it'll, hurt you in the end. But I'm talking about moment to moment. If you want to slug it out with me and let your hands go, then there's going to be repercussions to letting your hands go. That's why when you see certain fighters fight and you be like, man, how come he just didn't let his hands go? It's like he didn't let his hands go because he was scared of what was coming back. So those are the main things I want to see fixed. But overall, this game seems like it's going to be good. They definitely going to get my $60 because of the interaction that they have is just awesome. You know what I mean? And it's almost improved. That's the overhand right I've been talking about, but it's almost improved to Fight Night Round 4. How they interact when they're in close. I don't feel like there's a suction anymore. I felt like there was a suction that kind of drew you into infighting. I don't feel like that. One thing I'm not big on is when you come in and when you press them forward and you're throwing a jab, they automatically jump forward instead of throwing a jab. So the only way to jab from the outside is to stand still. And if I'm Ali, I don't want to jump forward when I'm jabbing Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? But that's just a control thing that you're going to have to deal with. But other than that, I don't have too many complaints. I want to, once you open up all 12 rounds and all the boxers, this game should be awesome strategy-wise. It seems like it's going to be a good game. So, a good game as far as, you got to take this game with a grain of salt because, I can make a list, a scroll of things that's missing, but I'm not going to do that. I'm taking this game for what it is right now. Maybe after the game's been out for a little while and, people are getting tired of it, I'm, might make a list of what I want to see in the next one, and it's going to be a ton of stuff. But stay tuned to my channel. I'm going to do some fight commentaries, probably fighting people online, telling you how I'm trying to break them down or whatever once I get this control scheme worked out. But stay tuned to Regular Dave's channel.